Hello there, this is DBT and these are the runes. And alright, let's continue playing some more Asphalt Legends Unite. And today, we're gonna be talking about the multiple car hunts that are happening at the game right now. For one, the Corvette Stingray car hunt, which is the newest one, also the star hunt going on for the McLaren 570S, and of course the ending hunt for the Puritalia Berlinetta. Which one should you focus on? Which one should you prioritize? We're gonna try to figure that out. But before I jump into it, if you enjoy my content, please hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel, because doing this helps the channel to continue to grow, and in that way I can continue making this content for you. So go ahead, like and subscribe for more alu right here. But alright, so first things first, I'm still sick, so my voice is a little weird. I might still cough a bunch in this video. Hopefully it's not gonna be too terrible, but hey, let's move on. Like I just mentioned, there's in total 3 hunts going on at the moment. You have seen them, and probably I shouldn't really need to talk much about the Puritalia Berlinetta hunt, because that is the one that is about to end in 13 hours from the moment that I'm recording this. By the time this video is up, well, it's gonna be some hours less, but still. You still have some time to continue getting some blueprints if you haven't maxed out this car. I would say if you right now still haven't, then still focus on this thing, because this is the one that is about to end, so make the most of it while it's there. Now, leaving that aside, that leaves us with the car hunt that just started for the Corvette Stingray and the star hunt that has been going on for the 570S Spider. I'm going to talk about this one first, because I think this is the one that you should be prioritizing, of course, if you don't own this car, and specifically if you're at a low garage level. Jesus, garage level. Why is that? Well, this is a car that actually shows up in the garage levels. Why did I get an ad over there? Okay. It doesn't show on the screen, but yeah, I got one of those pop-ups. But anyway, the McLaren 570S you're gonna encounter in garage level 17, I think it is. Yeah, there it is. Garage level 17. So from here onwards, you're gonna start finding these blueprints in the store or on the store. And of course, you should be buying them over there. So if you're already somewhere higher up here and whatnot, you know, maybe you over time are gonna get the blueprints for this thing, also in regular packs and whatnot. But otherwise, if you don't have it, you're far away from getting it, or if you recently got into this level and you're not finding these blueprints, then yeah, go ahead and focus on that hunt. Now, this is called a star hunt. I don't exactly know. I guess the idea is so that you can start up the car, which is not the same as a regular car hunt. The main difference over here, well, you can get 8 blueprints guaranteed for the car by just doing this race, finish the race and win it, and then you can get some packs in order to possibly get blueprints for the car, which is great, right? So you might be thinking, so what is the difference between this and a car hunt? Well, this is limited though. You can only do a total of, well, you can get a total of 70 packs over here. Now, honestly, I don't know if this is affected by the event hunt. It may be, but I honestly have never tried this, because this quote-unquote star hunts are super rare. I think the last one was well over a year ago. So I don't really know if that is affected by the event pass, but either way. So over here, you're limited to how many times you can do this. And well, honestly, this is not gonna be enough for you to max out this car, because this car needs a total of 183 blueprints to get it from 0 to the 6th star. So you're not gonna be able to do that over here. I would imagine that probably the drop rate is gonna be the usual of 10%. Excuse me, no, what is it, 7% or something? So I don't imagine you're gonna be able to get a ton of blueprints from this, but you know, why not do it? If, like I said, if you don't have this car, if you have it at low stars or whatever, might as well do it. It's not gonna take, well, it's gonna take a while, obviously, because still it's 50 races in total along with this. It's 50 in total, right? Because these are gonna be probably included in this, you know what I'm saying? So why not do it? Now, another problem with this specific type of hunt is that you can only use the main car. Why is mine pink? Oh yeah, because of February 14th, we painted our cars pink. So anyway, the problem with this is that you're gonna use the main car, in this case, obviously, the 570S Spider, and you're still limited by your fuel. So you can only do 3 races of this, of course, if you don't own the Unite Pass. 3 races, and then you gotta let your car to refuel, and well, you know, this being a Class A car is gonna take like 4.5 hours or something like that. Of course, you can watch some ads to decrease the refuel time, but you know, it's a bit of a process. So that is why I say you should probably do this hunt as much as you can, but it's not as committed as doing a regular car hunt. Because in a regular car hunt, you can use a variety of cars, so you can do your 5 races, and in an hour and a half, your tickets have refilled, and you can continue doing the hunts with different cars and whatnot. While for this one, you have to wait for this specific car to refuel. So that makes this a little bit harder to complete, especially with cars with such low fuel. Now, once again, if you do own the Unite Pass, you're gonna be fine because you're gonna have a total of, well, depending on where you are at in the Unite Pass, you might have 5, 6, 7 fuel for this car already. So it really depends. But yeah, in general, this is a hunt that is gonna take a while for you to complete based just on the fuel limitations. But hey, again, you can get 8 guaranteed blueprints, which is nice. At the very least, claim those and do this race from time to time when you have fuel for this car. Other than that, I don't think you really should be, spending tokens into refueling the car or anything like that to complete this. It really isn't worth it. It is a fantastic car of Class A, don't get me wrong. But again, this is very limited, so might as well just do it. You have, I don't know, this started like 2 days ago, so I think it's been a total of 10 days that this is available. So yeah, you have some time to complete it. Imagine if you do 3 races a day in 10 days, that's 30 races already. So you just need to do this a couple times a day. Well, now that there's less days, but you know what I'm saying, right? So you'll be fine. You'll be able to complete this with all of the time that is allowed, or allotted, I suppose. Now let's talk about the proper main car hunt, which is the Corvette Stingray. Now, if you don't know anything about this car, this is a classic car. It's mid-high. We'll have a look at the stats in a bit. But the car hunt itself is the normal stuff, right? 1 guaranteed blueprint over here, 10 additional blueprints guaranteed so long as you have the Rizbani Beast and the Vencer Sarth and you can beat these times. And from there onwards, you just do this race a gajillion times in order to get the blueprints for the car. This car requires 134 blueprints to take it from 0 to the 5th star. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a mid-high Class C car. Now, in terms of performance, we'll talk about that in a second. But 134, that's kind of normal for Class C. So yeah, I would say it's doable, but obviously that does require a bunch of grinding and whatnot. So you know how car hunts work. So yes. Now, in terms of the stats, fortunately, you can actually play with this car already because it's currently a free try in MP2. I gotta say, by the way, that I like this change that Gameloft did, where all of the free try of the cars, they put them at the start of the class. So if you want to see what are the free tries of Class B, just go to the start of Class B and you'll see them. So same thing over here, and this time we have the free try for the Mission R, but the Corvette Stingray, which is our topic of today. Now, like I said, it's a mid-high Class C car. Now the rank is actually considerably high at almost 3,800, and this is actually its doom. I'll explain. But yeah, so in theory, it's a high-ish Class C car. Now, when I look at the stats, that's the part where I'm like, man, I've never felt that this car is worth it. To me, this car is very overranked. We have a top speed of 327, which almost, let's leave it at 328, right? Which for a Class C car, it's fine, but for a car with this rank, oh man, that just doesn't feel right. Acceleration of 81.56, again, obviously, all of this is at gold. It's good acceleration, sure. Handling of 60, it's okay, it's goodish, and nitro, it's goodish. So overall, I'm not gonna say that this is a terrible car or anything, but I just don't feel that it justifies a rank of almost 3,800. It's not fast, it's not super great accelerating, it doesn't handle amazing, and it doesn't have amazing nitro. It just seems to be an overall okay, goodish rounder, but no more than that. Now, to be completely fair though, just looking at the stats of a car, it's not really a good let's say, a good judgment of the car. Instead, you need to try it, you need to consider it in context. So let's play a little bit of multiplayer and we can talk more about it. And here we go, we got a full Corvette race. And not only this Corvette that I'm using, also the Grand Sport. So this will show a little bit what I'm talking about in terms of the performance. But anyway, so, like I said, I'm playing right now MP2. And you know that in MP2, the matchmaking is done through the car rank. That is to say that it tries to pair cars that are of similar rank against each other. Now, this is a squad mode, a team mode, so 3 of these players are also my teammates, so I'm not going to be fighting them, while there's 4 that are opponents, or my opponents. But either way, the matchmaking, like I mentioned, happens through the car rank, and like I just mentioned, I feel like this car is insanely overranked. I'm not saying that it's a bad car, by the way, I'm just saying that I feel it should be a little bit lower. Now, the problem with that is that being a Class C car of a rank of almost 3,800 will get matched against other cars of C-Class about 38, 39, 4,000 rank, and Class B cars of the same rank, and Class A cars of the same rank, and Class S cars of the same rank. So you can see where the problem is. Even if we consider a Class A car of around the same rank, that's probably gonna go like 30 kilometers faster than this one does. If you consider a Class S car, well, that could be anything, because there are some Class S cars that go insanely fast, Oh, I got a first place. Insanely fast, even at those ranks. So yeah, keep that in mind. But look at that. So many Corvettes. But anyway, let's get to another race. So you might be thinking, but DBT, you just won a race. So what are you talking about? You see the car is good. Well, there's a bit of a situation when there's a free try of a car in MP2. A lot of people like to bring that car because it's a free try. So it's not going to be representative of what the normal competition for the car is going to be. Because on an everyday basis, you're not going to find so many Corvette Stingrays in this rank. You're going to find a lot of other cars as well, and a lot of them are going to be much stronger than this. And this is why I say that this car in particular, well, really, top tier cars of a class that are overranked are going to struggle in MP2. Possibly, not always, but still. Simply because, again, a classic car of this rank versus a Class B car of this rank, or a Class A car or a Class S car of this rank is just not comparable. Now, obviously, as always, it depends a lot on the skill of the player, you know, how good or bad are they. Are there knockdowns this time around? Because we've played on Unbreakable for quite a while now, which I enjoy, but I imagine there might be knockdowns this time around. And sorry for me clearing my throat and coughing and all of that, guys, like I just mentioned. I'm still sick. I hope to properly recover soon, but you know, this happens. At least now I actually have my voice and I can talk better a little bit. So here we are. But look at that, this car in front of me, it's a Class B car of around the same rank. But all things considered, that car is faster, that car has much better handling, that car has much better nitro. It's a much better car. And that is how this normally plays out with this type of cars in MP2. So you might be thinking, DBT, then what about MP1? How does it perform over there? Well, I really don't know. And that has to do mostly with the fact, oh, there we go. I'm like, when is this race gonna end? It has mostly to do with the fact that I never play with this car, period. I was gonna skip this thing, but hey, might as well show it to you. Yep, Class S car, Class A car, Class B car. To be fair, I did defeat a Class S, Class A. So there you go. But yeah, overall, this is kind of what you can expect to see a bit more. See all the cars that are in the Stingray, and in that way, well, this poor thing is just not gonna do amazing. Okay, Koenigsegg Jesko at a rank of 3600. I also saw a Regera. Yeah, there it is. You see what I was saying about these ranks and this type of things? Yeah, this is kind of what you can expect normally in MP2. But like I said, in MP1, I rarely play with this car, more so now because... In MP1, I meant to say, I don't know if that's what I said. In MP1, I rarely play with this car, and that is, again, because you really spend so little time in the lower leagues unless you're literally stuck over there. But overall, you spend so little time in the leagues that you don't really have the time to experiment with all of the cars and see how they do against their competition. Because, yeah, I mean, once again, you don't really rank down after a multiplayer season ends in MP1. Well, you do, but not enough. So I really don't have much of a chance to play with this car in MP1. Honestly, I don't even know where it normally gets placed. You know what? This is an agility-based track. So to some degree, maybe this is gonna save my rear bumper a little bit. Someone defeated me for sure of my team, but I got a second place in a race where I saw a Regera, which is not gonna do well over here. Okay, the Jesko did win, unsurprisingly, but I did beat the Regera. It's a very fast car of Class A, but it's not agile at all, so this was the absolute worst track for it. But hey, Grand Sport Stingray, Grand Sport FXXK, and a Centenary. Alright, well, honestly, that was just pure luck. Okay, this time I see a LaFerrari Aperta. I saw, I think, an Onyx as well. So, okay, we'll see how this one goes. But yeah, in general, I really don't know how it's gonna perform in MP1. I don't imagine it's gonna perform bad. I think this is... I did look at what cars are available at the lower leagues. I think this car's probably somewhere in silver something, maybe like silver 1 or something like that. So it should probably perform all right. Perhaps nothing outstanding, but hey, you know, not terrible. But yeah, overall, am I saying that you shouldn't be doing this car hunt because this car is not worth it? No, that's not what I'm saying. I think this is a fun car to drive nonetheless. It's good to have it in your garage, but overall it's not one that you should be like stressing on about. Once again, it's not that there's much to use the tickets on at the moment, because like I said, the hunt, or rather the star hunt for the McLaren, it's very limited on how many times you can do it, and also because of the fuel and all of that stuff. So, oh boy, that guy just was like, hey, get out of the way, buddy. What is that? Oh, is that another Stingray? No. What is that? No, that's not a Stingray. The exhaust was different. Ah, whatever. And there goes an Aventador Super Veloce. Not very agile, but much faster than this. So yeah, overall, yeah, you should probably I knocked him down. I'm so sorry, buddy. I legit didn't... For a moment, I did think we were still playing Unbreakable, but I guess we're not. It's a car that you should be doing the car hunt for if you have time. Why not? As I've said in a bunch of videos recently for car hunt, do as much as you can of the hunt. Even if you don't manage to max out the car and whatnot, still play the hunt. Because even if you only make a progress of 50 blueprints throughout this entire hunt, you will unlock the car, and for the next time that the car is available, instead of needing 130 something blueprints in total, you're gonna need 80 something blueprints. So that makes it considerably easier. Yeah, it's gonna take a while for it to come back and all of that stuff, but why not do it? And that way you can make a little bit of progress, and you're not always gonna be thinking like, oh man, it takes too long to do these hunts, I'm never gonna do it, and you never do any bit of it. But once again, if you haven't finished the hunt for the Berlinetta, finish as much as you can of the Berlinetta before it's gone. That's all for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next one. Bye-bye.